aprender español porque yo quiero mudar a México algún día. Um, Estoy estudiando español. Um, entonces puedes, I don't know, appreciate the cultura de México.
Okay, and so you plan to retire in Mexico eventually?
Sí, posible o part-time, whatever
Okay.
part-time is.
Okay, part-time is medio tiempo, medio tiempo.
Medio tiempo, sí.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I was thinking about the same thing. Like I have told Dustin the same thing, that I might want to travel for 1 month every year to different countries. Like I don't think I would move out from Colombia, but I would definitely visit a different country when I can afford it once a year. I think that would be a good experience, 1 or 2 months a year. I think that's cool. So Dustin, what about you?
Hola, Chip, mucho gusto. Quiero aprender español porque me encanta con la cultura de América Latina. A muchas veces mi esposa y yo estábamos a México o la República Dominicana o Colombia por las vacaciones y me gusta el idioma mucho. Y es una cosa, es divertido aprender el idioma, me gusta mucho. ¿Y dónde en México te gustaría vivir?
No sé, ahora estoy aprender, no, los lugares en partes diferentes en México.
Bueno. ¿Y qué es tu favorito ciudad en México?
Ahora yo visité Playa del Carmen y México, Ciudad de México y también Baja Sur.
Sí, sí.
Todos Santos y Cabo San Lucas, ciudades así.
Sí, sí.
¿Y dónde vives, Dustin?
Yo vivo en Kentucky, pero mi ciudad es muy cerca de Cincinnati, Ohio.
Sí. Yo vivía en Columbus, Ohio.
Sí, sí.
Mi hermano vivía en Cincinnati.
Bueno. ¿En qué barrio?
Oh, what's it called? Hyde Park.
Es 30 minutos de mi casa.
Oh, ¿sí?
Sí, es muy cerca.
Hey guys, so this is sorry to interrupt. So this is the first time that
no.
That I mean, it's actually Chip's first time because Chip actually now that I'm remembering, I think you both started Spanish lessons with me at the same time. Like speaking about the like 1 year and a half, probably I met Chip and I met you, Dustin, as well. So but I hadn't thought about this project of mine of doing like three people in a session, like me and two other students. Like you both know, have a very good idea of what I've been doing in last year, that I'm still kind of designing my project, and this is part of it. And actually Chip just got started like 2 months ago, 1 month and a half ago again, because he stuck for a while. And he told me when he started that he wanted that he would like to have like group lessons, that he was like, oh, would it be possible to have group lessons, because to kind of have the chance to know more people while learning Spanish. So there is slightly like the lessons with Chip are very similar. Like the lessons with the two of you are very, very alike. Like I think that Dustin has already watched some lessons of Chip. Yeah. So you already know it's very similar. Now it's pretty much the same thing. So the vibe is going to be very cool. So you already know that in my lessons, what I'm doing is that I'm correcting the mistakes that you're probably making while we're doing the exercises. And aside from that, the other thing that we don't probably do in our lessons, Chip and I, is that the idea is that you ask questions whenever we're having a look at an exercise. Dustin is already familiar with these mechanics, but Chip is not probably used to doing this because we're like very focused on what we're doing, although we speak a lot as well in our lessons.
Sí,
So
claro.
the idea is that every time that you've got a question for me or for the other classmate is that you ask the question. Like, that's why I like doing exercises, and based on this that we take some conversation thread. You're used to doing this in your everyday routines and stuff. So the idea is that we also do it here in our lesson in Spanish, right? So one of the reasons why I don't interrupt you while you're talking, while you're asking questions to one another, is because I don't want to cut the conversation flow. Because that's when I want you to just to be as fluent as possible. That's when you're pushing yourself to be fluent in a learning environment and not in a job or in a studying environment, right? So let's get started then. So I was gonna look at this. So let's see. Let's do business,
Uno,
which
dos,
I
tres.
know. Okay, let me just load it. And there we go. So okay, so this one. So Chip, is this view good for you? Like, can you see it well? Like
I can,
these are
sí, puedo ver.
okay. So what would the correct answer be? Like, how would you say this in Spanish? These are good products.
Estos, oh, wow, it's not that big. Estos son,
Let me just, I think I can zoom it. Let me see if I can. It's because it's the first time, maybe on
no, I need to get Skype on my laptop because it would be better.
Yeah, maybe I can zoom it. Let me see if I can find.
No, it's okay. I think I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try to make it bigger for next time, though. So.
Estos son productos buenos.
Esos son buenos productos.
Buenos productos.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So the next one. This one, Dustin. ¿Tiene suficiente crédito?
Sí, tienes suficientemente crédito.
Again, suficiente crédito.
Sí, tienes suficiente crédito.
Yes. So, what's that in English?
Do you have good credit?
Do you have good credit? Yeah. Do you have
sufficient credit?
Sufficient. Yeah.
Enough.
Enough.
This one is
Enough
enough.
credit. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. You're right. So
Right.
I've got a question for you, Dustin, and then I want Chip to complete the answer that Dustin gives me in Spanish.
Claro.
How can I build my credit in the States?
Y la cosa que yo creo que usa una tarjeta de crédito, como
Sí.
Visa o American Express.
Okay. Like if I were to live, if I wanted to live in the States right now and I wanted to build my credit as quick as possible, how could I build? Chip, what would you say? What would you say?
Necesitas tarjetas de crédito. Is that how you say credit cards?
Yep.
Y necesitas pagar en tiempo.
Sí, es muy importante.
Si no pagar en tiempo es muy mal para crédito, ¿no?
So you stab yourself in the back.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay. So that would be the quickest way to get credit cards and pay them on time.
Y también comprar un carro.
¿Por qué?
un carro es una forma de crédito y si tiene una historia de payments, pagamos,
De pagos.
de pagos, entonces you build credit. I don't know how to say build credit.
Construyes crédito, aunque nosotros diríamos, subir. We would say like you can raise your credit. That's what we would say.
Okay.
So, puedes subir tu crédito.
Subir su crédito.
Okay. Dustin, will you add anything else?
No es más importante, pero una cosa es necesitar tener income. Por ejemplo, un trabajo no es importante, pero los bancos usan eso también. Like they also use that amount, kind of.
Okay, they see it, like they check it out, like they check that like what income you get every month.
Sí.
Okay, so income would be ingreso.
Ingreso.
Okay.
Yes, or you could say pagos, or like, what would you say? Un trabajo, just un trabajo estable, like a stable job.
Y también si puede comprar una casa. Una casa es muy cara en Estados Unidos, ¿no?
That's what I was going to say, that getting a house right now, I mean, like is that actually a good idea for a millennial or someone who's under my age right now? Do you think that's a good idea?
Y lo tengo, pero mi hermano mejor, él tiene mucho más dinero de yo y él dijo a mí, like he said to me.
Él me dijo.
Él me dijo, rent where you live.
Alquilar.
Yeah, like it was a saying. You'll like this, Andrew. It was like rent where you live. And
rent
then
where you live and live in a cheaper place, or what?
He was like, rent where you live, but then rent out what you own. Like he's all about buying apartment buildings and parking lots.
Oh, right. So
I don't understand. I got lost. So what does that even mean?
Eso es como tú usas tu dinero por un ingreso, no por un casa. Es
for a business, para negocio.
Sí, por un negocio, sí.
I'm not following. How would you explain me that, Chip? In other words.
Okay.
Oh, sí, claro.
Yo soy un inmobiliario de propiedad en Colorado. Entonces, Dustin dice, si la casa que donde vives es ok para alquilar.
So you pay rent. Like where you live, you pay a rent.
Sí, está ok. Entonces, puedes comprar propiedad para negocio. Entonces, tienes personas que I don't know how to say rent from you. You're the landlord.
Okay, que alquilan, sí, que pagan alquiler.
Que paga alquiler. Sí. A mí.
Okay.
Sí.
So, but for that to work, it would have to be like a more expensive, like a higher rent, the one that you're getting, as opposed to the one you're paying.
No, es más barato. Como casas que son baratos son más fácil para comprar y entonces puedes, you can rent them.
So the business would be to get cheap places even if you don't live in them.
Sí,
Okay, so you would get a bunch of cheap places to rent out.
sí, eso es que Dustin dice.
Okay, Dustin, do you want to add something?
La otra parte de tu preguntar es, los Estados Unidos es más grande y,
Sí.
por ejemplo, no sé exacto en Colorado, pero, por ejemplo, en Kentucky es muy barato de California, Oregon, Nueva York, Connecticut.
Sí.
Por ejemplo, en mi casa tengo 2 o 4 cuartos de grande, pero no muy grande, y una, no sé la palabra en español, pero es basement.
Basement, that's up or down? No, that's under.
Abajo.
Yeah, that's un sótano.
Y un sótano, y un sótano de vivir, like a basement you can live in.
Okay, un sótano para vivir.
Para vivir. Y mi casa es muy barato de todo otros lugares en los Estados Unidos.
Did
Sí.
you actually plan that? I mean, like you ended up here. I mean, at that place, like you were planning to do that. Like you knew that it was the cheapest place to live in the States.
Es otro lugar, es muy barato también, pero yo nació en la ciudad, muy cerca, el río es muy caro. Yo creo que quiero mover 25 o 30 minutos away de largo.
What do you mean?
Like I
The whole
want to
thing?
be like 20 or 30 minutes out in the cheapest area.
Okay, we would say, yo quería vivir a 20 o 30 minutos
A 20 o 30 minutos
de la ciudad.
de la ciudad. Sí, sí, es importante para mí porque en 4 años no necesito pagar por mi casa. Es muy bueno. Like in 4 years, I won't have a house payment.
But it's because
Wow.
you're putting all of your money into it. Like you're not doing anything else with your money, right? I mean,
Well, mi esposa y yo tenemos vacaciones, pero no tengo cable o otras cosas. No es importante. La cosa
yeah.
es importante por mí es vivir, like mi vida. Like I want to live like a good life.
Yeah, but I mean, most people in the States usually like people usually pay your houses at the age of 50. Am I wrong?
Most, okay. Personas en América no, they don't own their houses. Tienes un mortgage. What is a mortgage?
Okay, mortgage is hipoteca.
Hipoteca. Yeah. Tanto personas en América tienen hipoteca para su casa. Dustin es una persona muy buena porque él puede own, ¿cómo se dice own?
We don't say, like, there is not a verb in Spanish. Like we would say, because he can be the owner. That's what we would say in Spanish. Porque él puede ser el propietario.
El propietario.
So I'm going to
puede
show
ser el propietario. Sí, es muy bueno.
El propietario. But I mean, like people can like eventually they become the owners of the property when they're about 50, 55 years. or like they die
Sí,
before paying the
ah,
house. So,
si vive en la misma casa para 30 años.
yeah, that's the
Oh,
thing. 30 years. What?
Sí. Pero tanto personas en América mudar cada 5 años.
Why? I
sí.
mean, why does that happen?
No sé, estamos locos.
So it's a cultural thing. Like most people move every 5 years.
Sí.
Yeah. What about you, Dustin? How long have you been living in this place?
Um, en julio, 5 años.
5 años, exactly. Do you plan to
Pero
move?
no quiero mover.
Okay,
Sí,
okay.
más bueno.
Yeah, I
De-
mean, that's why. What did you say?
I mean, depende. Por ejemplo, es posible en un futuro todo casas um, estará muy barato. Like they could become way more cheap.
Yeah, houses.
Sí.
Why? I mean, like, shouldn't they get more expensive over time?
Es diferente aquí. Por ejemplo, en 2008
Sí.
y mi tío comprar una casa en Florida por $30,000, like $30,000.
Wow.
Muy barato.
Pero ahora la casa es like 150,000. Pero es muy loco aquí.
So they
Ujú.
can actually get cheaper over time, Chip?
No, usualmente no, pero ahora tenemos problemas en la economía,
Yeah.
economía, ah, porque coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, entonces, no sabemos. We don't know what's going to happen to the housing market
Okay. Okay.
because of the
So
economy. Do you understand?
yeah. So that's a global thing. Like like
Yeah, for sure.
you could say that real estate is at risk, if you will, globally speaking.
Sí.
Yo creo que sí.
Because, for example, I've got some friends. I mean, they're Colombian, but they live in the States or in Canada, and they bought houses here in Colombia because, I mean, I don't know if you're aware of that, but like 4 months ago, like you could have the like with $1 you had 3 times the buying power here in Colombia. So
Mm,
you understand what I mean?
sí.
Sí, sí.
Now, with this coronavirus, it's not 3 times, but 4 times your buying power.
Mm, mhm.
So, I mean, like, imagine that, like a 25% more you can get with the same money. I mean, if we're speaking about USD currency. So,
Oportunidad para Dustin y yo.
yeah, definitely. Like, and that's what he did. Like, he had $100. So 4 months ago he could buy a house which was 300 million, and this time he got a 400 million house with the same USD that he had in the States. So I
Muy
mean,
bueno.
it's like as if you were given $100,000 out of an economy thing like this. So
Mhm.
it was like, dude, I put all my money onto that because, I mean, when are you going to have that chance? Like, I don't think, Chip, you're 60 years old right now, right?
Sí,
And I don't think
63.
Ah, bueno.
that you have seen a chance like this in your life. Like, you have actually experienced economy breakdowns, but like chances like this, I think that's like almost a one time in a lifetime thing.
Posible,
Yeah.
sí.
So yeah, like you don't know, but who knows? We'll see what's going to happen.
Y yo creo que es mucho peor en los meses próximos, pero ahora es 4 veces por el dinero, like 4 times. Es posible 5, 6 o 7. I really think that.
That it's even going to get better, like
Sí.
from USD to Colombian pesos.
To all current, I mean, I think it's gonna like yo creo que todo económico del mundo es un crisis.
Okay, okay.
¿Qué?
Do you want to add something?
What was the last word you said, Dustin?
Crisis.
Oh, sí, crisis. Sí, yo creo que sí también. Ahora no sabemos, pero en 6 meses o 9 meses hay un problemas más grande en economía.
So you're into Mexico real estate. So what do you think it'll happen regarding real estate in Mexico?
La misma cosa que dice en Colombia, muy similar, porque
So,
en México decimos,
this, mhm.
Es 25% de cuesta en América. Does that make sense? 25, the cost of living is 25% of what it is in America. Well, how would we say that?
But you mean, like, what do you mean by that in English?
The cost of living?
The cost of living. So the
Cost of living is your
25.
cost, how much it costs you to live every month.
So yeah, but I'm like 25% more expensive or cheaper?
The 25% or like 75% cheaper in Mexico.
In Mexico with the same
para
currency,
casa, para carro, para comida, para todo sus cuestas en México es 25% de la cuesta en Estados Unidos.
So it's better. It became better in all Latin America. You could say that in Latin America overall,
sí.
it became a much better deal to move, to bring USD to any country in, like here, like Mexico or Colombia or anywhere.
Yo creo que sí.
Okay, so aren't you telling this to your customers?
Yo soy what do I have to say? I am.
Okay, lo estoy haciendo.
Yo estoy, entiendo.
Lo estoy haciendo.
Y Chip,
haciendo, sí.
Chip, ¿tienes una casa en México?
No, ahora no, pero yo conozco muchos inmobiliarios en México. That's the realtors.
Oh, muy bueno, muy bueno.
Mm-hmm. So, have you got a house in the States?
Ahora no.
No? Okay.
No.
So, yeah, because I mean, I now that if you eventually plan to move, then definitely buying in Mexico would be way cheaper. And anyway, you might actually end up living there. So, why even getting a house in the States, right?
Y Chip, ¿has visto a Colombia?
No, nunca viste. Is that how you say it?
Visitado.
Nunca he visitado Colombia, pero yo creo que es muy bonita.
Sí, yo recomiendo, me gusta México, pero yo prefiero Colombia mucho más.
Oh, sí.
Sí.
¿Por qué prefieres?
Muchas diferentes cosas. La clima es mucho más mejor en mi opinión. La cultura, todas las cosas. Y soy única en mi familia que comer comida de México, pero comida Colombia es muy rico también y todo cosas es muy bueno. Medellín es una ciudad, es muy magnificente.
Muy, muy chévere, es muy
Muy
chévere.
chévere, sí, sí. Y creo
Did you meet, ¿cómo se dice? Did you meet Anderson?
No.
We were planning to, and then this coronavirus hit, so he couldn't travel. He had already bought the tickets, right? He had already the tickets, everything.
Sí, he visto Colombia solo 3 años o 4 años en lo pasado. Es muy bonito, ¿no?
Sí.
Y mi esposa y yo hemos visitado muchos lugares en México también.
Sí.
Sí, tengo un amigo en Playa del Carmen.
¿Y ella habla español? ¿Su esposa?
¿Amigo? No, ella no habla español.
No.
By the way, is she planning to learn? I haven't asked you that.
Ella dice cuando nos mover, sí, pero no sé exacto.
Yeah, that's something that I was thinking last night. Like I know many people who are like that here in Colombia, the ones I teach English, and there are some of them who are like, no, when I get the chance to travel to a country where I can actually speak the language, then I'll start learning and stuff. And
No.
it's the mindset, like that mindset, like people think that just by going to the country you're going to get a chip into your brain and you'll start speaking the language.
No, por
Es
ejemplo, en
verdad.
poblado, mucho de la gente habla español, habla inglés.
But it's a fact of practice. Like you need to practice every day. Like it's just like everything, like exercise, like eating well, like diet, like anything, you name it. So for example, Chip, you know how to speak more than average than the average student, the Spanish student, but it's because you get the chance to talk to many people in Spanish, right? Like I think you do it at least every day, even if it's for a couple of minutes by checking emails or something. No?
No.
So how?
Necesito más practicar cada día, pero no, solamente cuando estamos en clase con usted.
So I've got a question. When did you have your first contact with Spanish? When did you start doing like when did you get into real estate, like Mexico real estate, which of course led you to have contact with Spanish? How long ago?
En Estados Unidos, en oeste, occidente, hay muchas personas de México. Y vivía en Nuevo México, nací en Nuevo México, y ahí son muchas personas que hablan español.
So Nuevo Mexico is in the States or is it in Mexico?
No. Es un estado de Estados Unidos.
And you were born
sur de Colorado. De derecha, directly south, sur de Colorado.
Okay, and you were born there in that state.
Sí, entonces no hablaba, pero oír español mucho tiempo. So you get a little exposure, right, growing up.
Yeah. So you could say that from since you were born, you had contact with Spanish, even if it wasn't a direct contact, right?
Sí. Y también vivía en Portugal cuando how old was I? Maybe like 16.
¿Cuánto tiempo viviste en Portugal?
Un año.
So, do they speak Spanish?
No, portugués.
So do you speak some Portuguese?
Sí, falo portugués.
You do?
No, no. No me recuerdo, no me recuerdo ahora y yo tengo mucho, ¿cómo se dice, confusion between the two because they're very similar, but they sound very different.
Right. Yeah. Like I don't know. Like there are many people who tell me that they can understand that. I think they understand Portuguese. I don't think they do because there are so many false cognates. There are just so many false cognates, which you think they mean the same in both languages, but they've got completely different meanings.
Right.
So it's like you think you understand, but they don't actually understand shit. So I'm thinking like, no, you're bullshitting yourself. Like every time I run someone who speaks Portuguese and English, I'm like, no, let's do English because I don't fucking understand. But they do. Like, now the funny thing is that they actually do because I talk to them in Spanish and they kind of get like an idea of what I'm telling them. I don't know why. I don't know. It's weird, but
yeah.
So, okay, so let's continue. So yeah, that's my point. Like the thing about languages is that you need to immerse yourself somehow, some way, every day. You must do it every day. So this is actually one of the reasons why I started the channel, because there are just too many things to teach and it's impossible for me to teach all of my students everything I know. Like if you ask me how I've memorized all of this knowledge, I don't know. Like all I know is that every day since I started like 15, 18 years ago with English, since my first contact with it, with the language, I've been studying it 2 to 3 hours a day. Anyway, like lyrics, like reading, like watching stuff, video games, movies, you name it, books, of course. So you just need to do that, and I want to share all of that with each one of you, but you need to watch these lessons. That's why I'm recording them, and that's why you should definitely watch not only these lessons, each one of the lessons that you're having live with me, but the ones that you don't get to have with me, but the ones that I'm having with other students, so you can learn something new. Because in each lesson, I can assure you that you will learn something new in every lesson, even if it's just one word. So
sí.
Es muy bueno para mí ver el mismo video muchas diferentes veces. No sé, pero yo entiendo mucho más cuando hacerlo. Like when I do that, like the same one.
How many times, like how many times have you watched a lesson, Dustin? Like what's the record, like the video that you have watched the most? 10 times probably?
Better, best, most, more, 4 o 5 veces.
Okay, so 4 or 5 times.
Sí.
Now I understand what you mean, because I'm doing that with the content that I told you about, that I'm studying psychology and stuff, and I do it. Like I watch some videos 5-10 times. The book, I already read it 10 times, and every time that you see that, it starts to click. The content of that book or of that video, it starts to click, because you can only memorize 7-10% of what you are taught the first time. So for example, in this 1 hour lesson that we're having right now, you will be able to memorize 7 to 10% of the knowledge that I'm sharing with you, or that you're experiencing. So in order for you to actually memorize the whole content, you will have to watch this lesson, as you were saying, like not only 5, but even up to 10 times, so you can actually understand all the things that were taught in each one of the lessons that you're having with me. So I highly encourage you to do that. So, okay, let's continue. So here we've got some examples. Some exercises. So write sentences about what you did yesterday. So use and, but, etc. So we're given into parentheses the word that you should use. So Dustin, how would you say, in the evening I stayed at home and studied?
Okay, sí. En la noche esperé, no, to stay is what I just say, estar. En la noche
En la noche me quedé
en casa y, uh, y estudié.
Yes, estudié. Yes, good. Chip, the next one. I went to bed very early because I was tired.
I went to bed. I don't know, past tense of ir.
So
Right.
fui a la cama.
Fue a la cama muy temprano porque muy cansada.
Porque estaba cansado.
Porque estaba cansado.
Yeah, so again, I went is yo fui. F-U-I, fui.
Yo fui a la cama muy temprano porque estaba cansado.
Yeah, so there is something about this sentence, and it's that in Spanish we don't say I go to bed. If you say that, it might, like, people might understand that like you're just going to lay down, but not necessarily to sleep. Okay, so in Spanish, in order for you to convey that idea, you would have to say I went to sleep very early because I was tired. Okay, so how would you say that?
Yo fui, oh no, it's sueño, ¿no?
Yo fui a dormir.
A dormir. Yo fui a dormir muy temprano porque estaba cansado.
Good. Dustin, the next one. Something using the word but.
Sí. Quiere limpiar mi casa, pero el padre de mi esposa ha visitarme.
So you said I wanted to clean my house, right?
Sí.
Okay, so again, yo quería limpiar.
Yo quiere limpiar mi casa.
Quería limpiar.
Quería limpiar mi casa.
Yes, pero mi suegro.
Pero mi suegro.
Okay, let's say, but my father-in-law came and announced. Okay.
So, visitarme sin un invitar.
So, vino a visitar sin avisar.
Sin avisar.
It would be like this. I'm going to show it to you. This. Vino sin avisar. Vino sin avisar. This is came unannounced.
Vino sin avisar. Okay, sí.
Okay, so it's very funny, Chip, because it's we're having lessons sometimes, especially when it's early, like 7-8 a.m. and every time Dustin tells me in the middle of the lesson, like, hey, we need to wrap things up right now because I've got some business. It's always his father-in-law, but he always goes unannounced. He doesn't let anyone know. So I'm like, okay, no problem.
So, verdad ayer también, like I wanted to clean, but
vino sin avisar. Sí, okay.
Sí. ¿Y tienes niños, Chip?
Sí, yo tengo 4 niños.
Oh, bueno.
Sí, son adultos.
Muy bueno, muy bueno.
So there is something else. I was going to say came with an announcement. Oh, this one. Quería organizar. Now you could say quería limpiar, like I wanted to clean, but I would not say that. It would sound more natural to say quería organizar mi casa, which translates I wanted to organize my house, but what it means is that I wanted to clean and tidy up.
Okay. Sí.
So organizar would sound more natural.
Pero ayer quería limpiar porque la COVID con bleach y otra cosa. Like I wanted to like wipe.
Sí.
So it was more like
clean.
Sanitize.
Sanitize, exactly, yeah. We would say desinfectar.
Desinfectar, sí.
Desinfectar.
Yeah,
desinfectar.
What do you
My
say?
wife brought packages in from outside, put them on the counters and stuff.
Right. Okay, so this is what we would say then. Quería desinfectar. Yes. No, actually, I was going to ask Chev about his daughter. So, did she move yet?
No, ahora no. Mi hija vive en Colorado Springs,
Sí.
sur de Denver.
Sí.
Okay.
Y él tiene ella tiene una novia.
Un
Is that how you
novio.
say it? Novio.
Oh, yeah. Or novia. Is it female or masculine?
O un novio. Sí.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay.
Él es let's see, he's in the army.
Él está en el ejército.
Enlista en el ejército.
Let me just show it to you because it sounds
Okay.
tricky. Él está en el ejército.
Él está en el ejército. Oh, interesting. Okay. Él es una pilota de helicóptero.
Ah.
Sí.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. Pero ahora, let's see. En julio, ella van a mudar aquí en Boulder.
Okay, so they're both going to move in with you in the same house?
No, él va a Afganistán en julio.
Oh, sí.
Sí, ella va a mudar aquí.
Es muy peligroso en Afganistán, ¿no? Afganistán.
Sí, yo creo que sí.
Did any of you have to go to any of these areas when you were younger?
No.
Yo no.
No? Yeah, shit. Yeah, that's
No.
serious stuff.
Yo no fui en el ejército.
Ejército.
No fui
Sí, yo también.
You were or you were not?
No, I was not.
So, that would be yo tampoco, like me neither. Yo tampoco.
Yo tampoco. Me neither.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, because if you say yo también is me too or me as well.
Mi padre fue en el ejército.
Fue al ejército. So,
¿Otra vez?
like this, I'm going to show you. Mi padre fue al ejército.
Mi padre fue al ejército.
Mi padre fue al ejército. So, do they usually go in the same age range? Like, I don't know, 18 to... What is the age range?
What is it? 18 a la 28.
18 a 28. Is that a random thing or only the ones who actually want to go?
Ahora es solo que quiere.
Sí.
Okay. So it's completely optional.
Sí.
Okay,
it's a career. What do you say, career in the military, right?
Sí. Es una carrera militar. Es una
carrera militar.
Yes. Now,
es optional en Colombia.
No. I mean, like if you do want to go, you can go most case scenarios, but but there are also people like it's not enough. Like it's just not enough. So there are usually people who don't want to go and are pushed to do it. It's mandatory. Like you need to go to the base and like the city base, and then they take some exams and some stuff, and it's like a random shit. Like you might get lucky, you might get unlucky, and it's like a 1 year.
Oh, so it's a draft. We call it a draft.
Sí.
A draft?
Yeah, meaning it's a random. They call you and you have to serve in the military.
Yeah. I mean, like not all of them are picked, but you can get picked. So there are some exceptions, though. for example, only child, that like they like legally speaking, they cannot pick those to serve in the military stuff. So, and there are some other exceptions. I don't know, like if they're studying, and the age range is pretty much the same, like 18 to 28, I think, as well. So.
No fuiste, ¿correcto?
No, I was already. I had actually, like, when you've got a degree, they cannot take you away. When you've got an associate's degree or anything like that, like that you can prove that you already studied something, that you're useful to society some way, then they cannot take you away either. So I had that, and I was an only child, so and I didn't want to go either. Like, I'm not a fan of that shit. So
Yeah.
Okay, so Chip, let's do a sentence by using and, speaking about something that you have done yesterday.
Yo fui a mi bicicleta y también fui a camino.
So you mean like you went biking or something?
Yeah, I went on my bicycle and I also went on a hike.
Okay, so that would be fui a montar bicicleta.
Fui a montar bicicleta. Oh, okay.
Y también fui a caminar en las montañas.
En las montañas. Okay. Fui a montar bicicleta y también fui a caminar en las montañas.
I actually missed an A in between the first two words.
Fui a montar.
Yes. Fui a montar bicicleta y también fui a caminar en las montañas. Now, hiking, we just say walking in the mountains. Like, there is no hike translation in Spanish. We just say, and I also went
Caminar en las montañas.
Yeah, exactly. Dustin, let's do one with so. As in therefore, like using it as in therefore.
Así que, ¿no? Okay. Okay. Ayer dormí muy tarde, así que estuve tarde por trabajo.
Okay, so that would sound better if you said, ayer dormí hasta tarde. Ayer dormí hasta tarde. Así que llegué tarde a mi trabajo. Or you could say, así que, let's say something, así que no llegué a tiempo. A tiempo is on time or in time. So, no llegué a tiempo a mi trabajo. So, go ahead, pronunciation.
Ayer dormí hasta tarde, así que no llegué a tiempo a mi trabajo.
Así que no llegué a tiempo a mi trabajo.
Así que, so is that different than entonces?
Now, you can see that in English, sometimes we use so, like therefore. So when you can use either therefore or so, then the translation of so is going to be así que.
Así que.
Yeah, because this in English would be like what Dustin said. Like, yesterday I slept till late, so I didn't make it, how do you say, on time, in time to my job. So yeah, like that's a translation you would use for so when the implied idea is therefore, or hence, or thus, or like giving the reason why something happened. So let's see the next one. And because. Chip, give me a sentence. Tell me a sentence by using because and speaking about a past event.
Because is porque? No.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's see. Fui a la tienda de grosería porque había mucha hambre.
Okay, so so there is something about here, like a grosería, here in Colombia, we say grosería, it's a swear word.
Oh,
okay. So definitely not a word that you would use in this context.
Are you going to tell us what the swear word is?
What?
What's the swear word? Oh, you mean that means swear word. I see.
Yeah,
I see.
exactly. When you say like, hey, don't use swear words, then in Spanish you would say no digas groserías. Like, don't say
groserías. I see. Okay, yeah.
That's what we would say to a kid. So you said fui a la tienda.
A la tienda de comida. Okay.
You could just say tienda, or you could say al supermercado.
Supermercado, sí. Fui a supermercado porque I said había, but I don't know. Había mucho hambre.
Porque tenía mucha.
Tenía. Oh. Porque tenía mucha hambre.
Yeah, this one. So this would sound
comprar
natural.
comida.
Yeah, so
a comprar comida. Okay, fui a la tienda. Fui a la supermercado. Es feminine or masculine?
So if it were supermercado, you would have to say fui al supermercado. You would say, yeah, sí. Fui al supermercado.
Fui al supermercado a comprar comida porque tenía mucha hambre.
Yeah, so that would be I went to the grocery store or supermarket to buy some food, because I was very hungry.
Right.
Okay.
Hangry.
Yes.
We say hangry. Do you have hangry?
What?
Hangry. That's hungry when you're angry and you're hungry, then you're hangry.
Oh, hangry. Okay.
It's not a swear word. It's what do you call it?
Yeah.
It's not a real word. It's an expression.
Right. Yeah. I heard it like a year ago, but it's not something that I hear very often. So that's why I was like, what did you say? Okay. So guys, how did you feel with this lesson? I want to know